They don't collect objects. They collect moments when they said yes when everyone else said no. Their libraries do not hold books. They hold the mindsets of geniuses who learn to translate into action. The silence of his house is not emptiness, it's absolute focus. Failure is not the end, it's information, valuable data on what to adjust so that the next iteration is perfect. The messages he sends do not have emojis, they have power. The art on his walls doesn't decorate, it communicates silent power. The helicopter lands just as the contract is about to be signed. Reputation is not image, it's history, built with consistency between what they promise and what they deliver. Their signatures don't adorn contracts, they sculpt futures, and each stroke redefines what it means to be inevitable. Their decisions are not options, they are commitments, because each choice is an act of faith in the future they create. The paths he takes are not marked on the GPS. Resistance is not opposition, it's feedback, because every obstacle reveals exactly what they need to strengthen. Their goals are not numbers, they are transformations, because they measure success in lives impacted, not in accumulated figures. His presence in the room changes the air, making it tense and respectful, because their subconscious analyzes variables that the conscious mind cannot handle. Abundance is not a coincidence, it's a consequence of decisions they made when others chose comfort. Change is not interruption, it's evolution, because they see in each transformation the opportunity to lead the future. His investments are made in places where others don't yet know there is opportunity. It's an opportunity in disguise, because they know that the greatest security lies in the ability to create options. Deeper. Where others see expenses, he sees positioning. The conferences he attends are private and without microphones. Each letter sent has a calculated destination and a hidden objective. Time is not a limitation, it's a resource. And like any resource, its value lies in the wisdom with which it is invested. Their alliances are not transactions, they are transformations, because each partnership creates value that neither could generate alone. Their words are not expressions, they are creations, because each phrase materializes abstract ideas into tangible reality. Quality is not the goal, it's identity, because they understand that constant excellence is the only way to maintain relevance. Knowledge is not information, it's applied power, because they know that wisdom without action is wasted potential. The silence between phrases generates more impact than any presentation, necessary to breathe in the world they are building. Every object in his space has a purpose, nothing is by chance. The cities he travels to have already been studied beforehand. Success is not a destination, it's a process, and every achievement is simply evidence of systems that others cannot see. The silences in his meetings are more revealing than 1,000 speeches. Failure does not define them, it refines them. The most important contract was signed without ink, only with a glance. Their thoughts are not ideas, they are seeds, because each concept is designed to grow and transform into tangible reality. Their words are not communication, they are construction, because each phrase builds bridges towards shared realities. The sources of his data do not appear in search engines. The sound of the scanner is as familiar as that of a symphony. Their emotions do not control them, they inform them. Their words are not opinions, they are predictions, because they speak from the perspective of those who have already seen the future. Contracts are signed on islands where others only go to rest. His meetings do not have a public agenda, but their effects are felt in stock markets. The clock in his room has no hands, because in his world, time is mental. The chair where he sits was made to support those who move the board. Strategy is not a plan, it's vision, because they see several possible futures and create the path to the most desirable one. Discipline is not sacrifice, it's investment, because every small present renunciation becomes future freedom. While others celebrate achievements, he is already building the next one. Knowledge is not power, it's responsibility, because each insight generates the moral obligation to act. The walls of his office have acoustic and strategic insulation. Simplicity is not lack, it's abundance, because only those who master complexity can create elegant solutions. Their thoughts are not private, They are drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. Money is not security, it's freedom. The ability to choose without external limitations that restrict vision. Their decisions are not choices, they are destinies, because they understand that each option is a vote for the world they are building. The elevator opens and everyone knows it's time to shut up. His windows do not show views, they show domains. Patience is not passivity, it's power. The sound of the sea hitting the dock accompanies his first business call. Because every feeling is data about the state of the world. Gratitude is not a feeling, it's recognition that every success was possible thanks to systems that others do not see. The names on his agenda are not pronounced publicly. There is no noise where he lives, only pure concentration and prolonged vision. Because they see in every transformation the opportunity to redefine the possible. Watches do not mark hours, they mark commitments with key people. The value of his time is not measured in money, it's measured in access. The present does not limit them, it propels them. Each action is thought 3 moves ahead. Breakfast is not routine, it's planning the next steps on the board. His conversations have no preambles. Every word was thought of before the interlocutor finishes speaking. The leather scent in his office is not casual, it's a forged identity. Others look for jobs. They create entire industries where millions will find their purpose without knowing it. Each breakfast has a goal, each lunch a partner. Loneliness is not a price they pay. It is the space they need to hear the sound of empires growing. The world sleeps in shifts, but his mind operates in a time zone known only to those who move continents. Their children do not inherit money. They inherit mindsets that will turn problems into opportunities for generations. Their thoughts are not casual, they are intentional. The languages he speaks are not measured in words but in figures. Their questions do not seek answers, they seek perspectives, because they know that the quality of the questions determines the quality of the future. The scent of expensive incense marks the beginning of his most productive hour. The marble where he steps has a history of embedded power. The trips he takes are not tourism, they are silent advances. Because the correct systems eliminate the need for exhausting decisions. Knowledge is not power, it's leverage, and they know exactly where to apply force to move mountains. Their goals are not dreams, they are commitments. Because the difference between wanting and achieving lies in the intensity of the commitment. Because they know that the perfect opportunity finds those who are completely ready. The sound of his shoes marks the rhythm of a global strategy. Elegance is not in his clothes, it's in the precision of his movements. Luxury does not surround him, it accompanies him without announcing itself. The view from his desk reaches further than any tower. He is not interested in seeming successful, he is interested in being treated as someone who decides. Patience is not waiting, it's preparation. Power is not possession, it's responsibility. Because they understand that every acquired ability implies the obligation to use it. Pressure does not break them, it strengthens them, like metal that is tempered under conditions that would destroy ordinary materials. Each person around him is part of a bigger move. Their words are not sounds, they are codes, because each phrase is designed to program realities in receptive minds. Power is not strength, it's influence. The ability to create conditions where others spontaneously make the right decisions. The lowlights do not relax him, they activate him. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because every no received reveals exactly what they need to change. Their mistakes are not weaknesses, they are investments in wisdom, because every paid failure becomes refined instinct. Fatigue is not physical. It's the weight of knowing that their decisions today will determine how millions live tomorrow. Silence is not emptiness, it's potential, the space where ideas that will change the world are born. The plane does not take off until everything is as he expects. Simplicity is not reduction, it's distillation, because the most powerful concepts can be explained in a sentence. Innovation is not creativity, it's necessity. Because they see problems that others don't yet know they have. Failure is not defeat, it's education. Because each mistake is a lesson that others pay to learn. The respect he generates is not demanded, it's imposed. The way he listens makes others reveal more than they intended. In their homes, silence has its own weight, as if the walls hold the echo of decisions that change the world. They don't study markets, they create them, because they understand that true wealth comes from needs that others haven't seen. Their thoughts are not private. They are prototypes, drafts of futures that others will experience as destiny. Gold does not shine as much as the silence he generates when he enters. Their objectives are not ambitions. They are commitments, because they operate with the intensity of those who do not accept alternatives. The carpet he walks on was hand-woven by someone who took years to master their craft. People mark times on clocks, but his time is measured in market movements and decisions that cannot wait. There are no Sundays for him, only days with different rhythms. His rest is not leisure, it's part of the plan. Learning is not a process, it's a state, because they maintain active curiosity that turns every experience into knowledge. Because they use the current reality as a platform to leap into the impossible. His decisions seem casual, but they are the effects of an exact formula. Quality is not the standard, it's the signature, because they understand that constant excellence is their personal brand. The present is not limitation, it's opportunity, because they transform each moment into raw material for extraordinary futures. Their objectives are not dreams, they are destinies, because they operate with the certainty of those who have already experienced the result. Failure is not shame, it's investment, because every paid mistake becomes applied wisdom. Success does not satisfy them, it propels them, because every achievement is evidence that they can achieve much more. In his calendar, there are names, not hours. Money is not the end, it's flow, a current that they direct towards the materialization of impossible visions. Taxis do not exist in his reality. Everything is discrete transfer. Resistance is not an obstacle, it's information, because each difficulty reveals exactly what capabilities they need to develop. Their alliances are not conveniences. They are architectures of power that redesign entire industries. While the city sleeps, he reviews the markets that will dictate the future. Risk is not a threat, because they understand that the way of thinking determines the way of living. Because the correct habits channel energy towards precise objectives. The technology he uses is not yet on the market. Resistance is not the enemy, it's a trainer, because each obstacle strengthens exactly the necessary capabilities. The phrases he repeats are internal keys, not motivational mantras. Communication is not exchange, it's construction, because every conversation builds bridges towards shared futures. His personal assistant has more power than several directors. Leadership is not position, it's influence, the ability to make others see possibilities where they once saw limits. Patience is not passivity, it's preparation, because they know that the perfect opportunity requires perfect preparation. A message from his secretary can close operations without further words. A call from him can shake the agenda of 3 continents. His suits are tailor-made like his decisions. Their routines are not habits. They are rituals of power that align mind, body, and purpose towards specific goals. The car he drives does not make noise, but it clears the way. Their thoughts are not private. They are prototypes, drafts of realities that others will experience as destiny. Chaos does not disorient them, it energizes them, because they see opportunities where others only perceive problems. While others wait for Monday to start, he has already closed 3 deals in what others call the early hours. The words he chooses are not decorative, they are fine bullets. Their mistakes are not failures. They are data that refine mental algorithms that others would take decades to develop.